Yo, 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 yo. What's happening? What's up? How y'all doing? Good morning, good night, because it's like 2 o'clock in the morning right now. But yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy, Thomas the Prophet here. And I'm coming back with another video with, the honest, vulnerable truths. I would include openness, but, it's already solidified. Honest, vulnerable truths, because honesty and vulnerability is already openness, and truth is truth. But anyway, how y'all doing, man? How I'm doing? Shit, I'm alright. I made the last video and just learned trying to be thankful and grateful, breaking out the programming and confines of mentals and spirituals. Just finding myself, working my new job. I started working last week, so I'm trying to figure out some things. And my boy, I don't know when I want to get to reading this. My boy Aunt Gray, and AG got me. What kind of talked me into getting this book for agreements. So we'll see what happens with that. Even though I'll be still trying to figure out my own life, and just trying to keep it afloat, man. Trying to figure it out while doing this, while writing my posts on IG. And if you don't follow me at IG, it's at the heart and soul of the prophet. And for the second P in profit is an F because profit. I just cover. But anyway, man. So the basis of the video. This honestly gonna be a hard video because I don't know where my mind is gonna go, but it's so much that could be said, and it applies to a lot. Listen, I didn't go to college for nothing, so I'm just very aware and conscious of a lot. I'm empathic or just knowledgeable, just feeling with myself and what I go through and have gone through and been through, and just how things in society nowadays with men and women. But this video is about men in mental, physical, spiritual, psychological, and emotional health, sickness, illness, or whatever I wrote, and whether females care, other males care, or the world cares about us. It's honest, vulnerable truths, baby. I'm gonna express myself. You know what I mean? Like I say, we keep it real over here. We controversial, not commercial. Man, this is a hard video to really try to really talk about because it's I don't know what to say, but I do know what to say. It's just it's complex, know what I mean? But I could talk about the female, which things with females first, which really impacts a lot of guys nowadays because social media, the radio, and just social engineering since the dawn, or how men be with other men and themselves, or just how the world looks at us and treats us, or we make people think we're on hierarchies, but not really knowing our pain because what the front is. But man, mental health, psychological, emotional health, spiritual health. Just being yourself, man. Man, people don't really know or understand how hard it is to be a male. We always look at, a female, you know what I'm saying? Females matter, of course, but a lot of things is out of hand nowadays, which you hear me talk about in my videos and more ideas in the future. But it's like, as you just grow up to realize, especially as a man yourself, no one really cares about you. And the same thing probably could say with some women, because people probably look at women as bodies and just sex, especially a lot of men. But there's a lot of what's the calcified men or lost men, just as much as there's lost females out here, and emphasis on lost or just gone. But yeah, man, people be wondering like us men are with like the R word. I'm not even gonna say it right now, or just abuse why we're so detached, seem so detached and cold and unemotional, whatever. Like, y'all gotta think about this. Ever since birth, we were conditioned to be strong. That, even what things I've been through, like if you're insecure about things, you're made out to be less of a man instead of who you truthfully are. Whether it comes from friendships, relationships, which is a big thing on my channel, because my relationships and bonds and connections, all that kind of started this channel and my journey, and just a bunch of other stuff, man. Like, the thing is, a man has to be everything, but not really considered unless he's doing something. We can't even just be loved or accepted or embraced or respected or taken care of for just being us, man. We only have, if you are a real man or a real like guy, you only got a few friends. If you are awakened consciously, like myself and a couple of my peers, literally a couple of my peers, because I only got like two real friends. My boy like David and AG. Like, well, AG kind of more social, but like it's like this quote. I think Chris Rock said only women and children, or maybe even puppies or dogs or animals, get unconditional love, but men, there's conditions on us. We're not really understood as much as we're supposed to be. A lot of things is unfair to us. A lot of things affect us psychologically and emotionally, whether it's how we came up, what society told us to be, or what is not acceptable or okay to think or feel or do, whether it's to other men or other women. It's a crazy world today. A lot of conversations be avoided. Or you're a man if you do this and do that, but like I guess it could apply for like the whole world. Like, who are we truthfully? Like, even if it comes to females, well, majority of females, just to play it safe, don't really give a fuck about us. A lot of males think they gotta chase and pursue a female that probably don't even like them or really love them, or send mixed signals, or just confused. Because a lot of men's heartbreaks and men getting cheated on and men getting abused and harassed and bullied, be ignored or whatever. Like, it's a lot of things with us, man. And honestly, to keep it real with y'all, you know what kind of possessed me to make me wanna drop this video? Cause I don't like listen to rappers mostly nowadays, because a lot of shit is poisonous and toxic with males and females alike, which really got us corrupted and dead. But this one thing here, just knowing from my experiences, and just how real heartbreak and pain can be and all that, what possessed me to really want to make this video is the, Lil Loaded, like, killing himself over his girl that, they broke up, or she cheated on him. Like, it just possessed me, like, yo, I had to make this video, man. Like, niggas is calling him a simp. Like, own other men, other males is saying that. It's like, I understand a lot of things, but yo, society, males and females alike, made it so bad for a man to really feel and love and be emotional, man. We always gotta be so damn hard. Like, we gotta go be so apathetic, uncaring, unmoved, and strong. Like, we don't even know what we really think and feel. It's all social engineering. It's all programming on how we supposed to act and be like. Especially if you're a minority, if you black from the hoods and ghettos, and see how a lot of males and females act, man. Cause the shit I've been through and just my own environments is corrosive and poisonous, man. My old relationship and how I was treated as a man and a human being with my ex-girlfriend, was fucking toxic. Cause in my mind, like you gotta be everything for her, and you want to be, but the thing with females, with a prospect, they don't know how to treat a man. They don't know how to be with men no more, cause they're broken themselves. They just toxic and no good. How they grew up, or there's a lot of things, man. And one thing I learned for myself, and I could be wrong, I don't know, because people are reactive instead of listening and responding. Is that like males are taught to love and respect and care about women. Men and women are taught to be loved and respected and cared about a man. At least in my eyes, if you got a different, outlook or was raised different, then let me know if you're watching this video. And it's just, and especially in the modern day, there's a lot of materialism and programming in this world, coding, conditioning. The only way you can really accumulate, the attraction of a female, well, I guess a shallow, basic female that's not, with no conscious aware, is depending on the clothes you have, how you look physically. A lot of girls like tattooed guys, and a lot of females like bad men. So that, and I was always a good brother. So and there's a lot of good brothers out there, but men be made to look like shit for because of the lost, confused, broken little brothers out there, man. And just a lot of things is bad and inexcusable that men have done, especially with ladies. But a lot of things that do need to be talked about instead of avoided in, a lot of things in cancel culture. You can't run away from these topics because the psychology has to be understood in this modern day and age, especially with us men, because as time goes on, us men become less loved and less cared about, and when we want to be ourselves, especially when it comes to women. And deep down, it's like men just want some love, but love, if you want to go by the definition, makes you do crazy things like the R word, or abuse, or fight, or go crazy and stalk, and like all these things, men be made out to be monsters because like our love and our affection, our care, not understood when probably like we was neglected of a lot in our childhoods. Like I was bullied, I was harassed, like by other like classmates or whatever who I tried to make friends with or be friends with, even though I'm kind of better, not kind of, I am better than them guys. Like a lot of those things psychologically affect you, man. And because they're going through their own things, because hurt people, or just or you just grow up in toxic environments. And my environment was toxic. It's kind of the hood and ghetto, as I like say in my videos. Though it's kind of suburban. There's hood and ghettos everywhere. It's just so. It's like we just people just and men just coded a way that we don't know who we truthfully are and should be, and when we make a mistake or do something wrong, whether it's with men, especially with women, we're always guilty. Our side is not understood. We don't get no empathy or sympathy. We have to man up. We gotta be a man, you know what I'm saying? If a girl breaks our heart, we gotta take that like a man. Don't do nothing crazy or, express ourselves. Like, fuck that. Be a man. Boss up, level up. Like, yo, what about what we actually think and feel? Or, someone just died, someone stole from us, or just a lot of things. Like, a lot of things can be said in this video, and I'm just trying to, it's crazy, man. Like, I was never the type of guy to be looked at or liked. I don't know, because I wasn't flamboyant or just arrogant enough. Because females where I'm from, like bad boys or gangbangers or whatever the fuck females were into or still is. And you know, a lot of things with brothers that fault. No, it goes both ways. I'm gonna post that right in on my IG. But I just feel like us men don't be getting enough love out here, man. Cause honestly, we don't. Like us with like even with our own parents, our mothers and fathers, or because of how they were raised up in their time frame and how different things for them were, where our society, you know, our culture, where even where you see on social media, at least what I look at, it's like a man has to be everything for himself, or you know, just a lot of things. And as a man, you should do the right thing instead of a lot of things that's programmed and put on. Even though a lot of brothers thinking they're free when they're not. It's just the world hurts us, yo. Like females ain't the only ones that be hurt, bruh. And a lot of females really be evil. And maybe they just confused and scared just as us, but like it's crazy just to think that you know affection and intimacy is treated like a female trait when honestly it's a human trait, and men should be able to feel intimacy and affection and emotion and you know insecurities and fears and phobias, but get judged for being human. But we don't get judged. We think we balling if we have a bunch of bitches or money or cars and clothes. A lot of shit that don't mean nothing. A lot of shit that's evil and brainwashed. And it just codes the man into vanity and evil and wrong and just misunderstanding. And just a lot of the intrusive thoughts and feelings and emotions that we go through or have is just it's never sympathized nor empathized with. Us brothers get treated coldly. Like it's like we're almost less than human unless we're serving. Because a man has to be strong in this world. A man matures faster in a lot of ways, even though I seen like it say that females mature faster than men. But I'm not so sure nowadays. Maybe I'm just thinking myself because I always been a mature dude. But it's just even family dynamics like they want to say that like men have everything in the world that we can have. We can have like whoever we want, whatever we want. It's easier for us to have jobs. I don't know the fucking statistics and backgrounds. I don't look into shit. I just listen and watch and observe as always. But to speak as a man for myself and my friends, like my boy Dave, we talk about a lot of things with females and just as a man in general and everything we grew up with and been through, or just being black. Even some things with my homie AG, or things that just happened to us personally, whether it was with females or our mothers, our fathers, our families, our friends, our environment where we come from. It's like, it's hard, bruh. If you're not doing something to put tension on yourself that's negative, then you're not getting no love or affection. It goes both ways with females and females. But I feel like us men are not served nor catered to, if that's the right word to say, though I kind of feel like it's not. No, it's just not. We're not loved enough. We're not accepted, embraced, understood, listened to. Like, we're not. Like, this is not understood enough. This is not understood enough with us. So, it leads to a lot of brothers doing crazy things because us men are literally under pressure all the time. Whether to make money or, be able to survive, or because we ain't gotta do all the things that these females do, even though these females shouldn't be doing this shit in the first place. It's in this modern day and age, because, I speak for our generation, Gen Z, millennials, whatever, because this shit gotta get cleaned up, boy. Cleansing, detoxing, purifying. You know what I'm saying? That's the main thing, especially with myself personally. Like, men gotta handle his own. It's like, and us men have to believe that we shouldn't express ourselves or our emotions, because that's what a man does. Or females believe that's what a man should be, or other men think you a bitch for being emotional or being affectionate or intimate. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of shit is cold. Shit is hardwired into you, even when you're conscious and aware and speak on it. Cause I'm doing that right now. Like you're not a man if you like action figures, or don't watch sports, or don't have hella hoes on your phone, or just doing a lot of shit that the evils and ignorance want men to do. Like, you're not loved, you're not appreciated, like, you're not respected for being you as a human being. Like, there's no morality in there. Like, it really hurts to talk about, because I'm a healing person. Well, I hurt a lot. I'm always hurting because I've been hurt my whole life. And I just know what I've been through with everything. And I'm just learning more. And it's just like, it could go deeper with everything, but just, it's hard to be a male, A lot of these young boys don't know how to express themselves. Like, some grow to be killers, some grow to be cold because, because of how their parents were, or just their environments, or what hood or ghetto they come from, what skin color they are, if they gay or not. And there's nothing wrong being gay. I kind of do think like people do be doing too much with the whole gay thing, but that's my opinion. Please don't overreact, people. Become more open-minded and understanding. That's the goal with my YouTube channel. Become more open-minded and conversing or conversational. Because we just live in react culture, which is going to be a video on its own. Like, and just, if a man is soft or sensitive, even though I'm not soft, I'm sensitive, but I'm not soft. But, like, if a man a man can't do what a female can do. It's not fair. Because, y'all know what I'm saying, man. It's just that men are not understood. We just look as protectors and fighters and servers. And if we ain't got a dime to our name, if we ain't living this or that lifestyle, or if we don't have this background, or if we don't do this and that, then how are we acknowledged? No one loves us for us. No one cares about our insecurities. Be a man, right? No one cares if we afraid. Fight. I was always afraid to fight, and I'm a big guy. Everyone was kind of intimidated by me because of my size, but the whole time, I was afraid and frozen inside and stuck. Like, if you don't have if you're a man who doesn't have like something personal, you don't have a license or a college education, you're less of a man, or you're not good enough of a man for a woman, but like, I am smarter than probably most of these guys out here with my own education, because, intelligence is divided into groups. I remember this picture. But are based our worth and value off our worldly possessions, What about our internal soul? Our souls, our spirits, you know what I mean? Because honestly, you just learned there's a lot of good guys out here. And I don't know whether it's because of society or not, or just females in general. There's a lot of more worst females out there. I could be wrong. Maybe just my outlook of who I see. And a lot of men just be assholes to men because the men are in pain themselves, I guess. I grew up being hurt by a lot of other males. You know, I was, like I said, I was bullied. Like, made a target, which is going to be another video. I want a big video. It just, you just wonder what life is, man. Who are we really? Are we reacting and doing crazy shit because of the build of emotions and the lack of consciousness and the social constructs and with the expectations that's placed on us by men and women in society and the world that doesn't really care about us or consider us or think about our mental, psychological, and emotional, spiritual health? Do we have to look like this or act like this or talk like this or have this, do that, have done that, live this, gotta seem exciting or know how to eat, know how to sex, have an inch, you know, if you getting me, to be good enough? Do we have to put in work in the streets that earn our stripes and credit as a man? In the ghetto, in the hood, do we gotta kill another man and hurt another man and have that psychological thing on us to be a man? Do we gotta whoop another man's ass to be a man? Do we have to be fucking working? Do we have to have a 6-figure job to be a man? Do we have to be unemotional and strong all the time to be a man? What is being a man when people don't even know what a man is? Females don't know what a man is. A man don't know what a man is. We don't even know who we are as individuals. We don't know our pain, yo. And when we try to express it, we're less. That's kind of what I've been through. Know what I mean? Afraid to express ourselves because motherfuckers was just so mean, yo. I know I'm the vessel. I always said I was the vessel for a lot, but I realized that I have my own humanity, and I know that I'm a vessel for a lot of brothers out there that's probably afraid to express these things with the R word or bullying or abuse or cheating or being cheated on or being heartbroken. Like, y'all females and y'all dudes out there that's on that bullshit, like, come on, family. Come on, baby girls. Recognize our pain, yo. Care. Think. Who are you really, man? In the black community, or white community, or Mexican, or, you know what I mean? Whatever. Asian, indigenous, native. Just a lot of things, bro. Even though my source of pain greatly comes from my own community. No, and that's like a video on its own. A bunch of videos. But men's pain, our hurt, our trials, tribulations, our trauma, how things affect us, how people affected us, it affects us, how society affects us, how women affects us, how other men affects us, needs to be talked about, man. We need awareness for mental, psychological, spiritual, emotional, physical health, anxiety, depression, intrusive thoughts, feelings, and emotions, OCD, like, you know, whatever, you know, personality disorders out there, man. Or why men have done the evils or crazy things that have done. What is their childhood? Like, why can't men be unconditionally loved unless we love and serve first? Why can't it? Why is there no equity or fairness with us, man? And y'all wonder why we're crazy or do what we do? We looking at a world where people don't even care about us. Females are going crazy. You gotta look like or act like this man that got this and that to get what you want when you're not really you. Everything's fake, yo. And it's not okay. It's crazy, man. It's a lot of pain. People don't really know what we go through, man. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not there. Because when things come out, y'all wonder, y'all against us. You know how many females say we hate men? When a lot of males might hate females too, because they just as evil, but they only acknowledge as a man's evil unless she out in the streets or for the streets. Or you only get respect or empathy or sympathy because you put in work in the hood or portray yourself as a bad boy, but you're not liked as a good guy or respected as a good person, a good man. Like, yo, there's so many factors, man. If you're insecure as a man with a woman's sexual history, or with women, how they wear things, how they dress, even though women shouldn't be doing a lot of things themselves, which is like a lot of videos, as I talked about before, you're less of a man. And another man is saying you're less of a man because of what you think and feel as your own individual man. You're less of a man because maybe your girl get paid more than you. I'm not saying this me, I don't have a girl, but you know, social constructs. Like, you're less of a man because you don't drink or smoke, or you ain't doing all these man things or whatever. Like, what is being a man, yo? That's like his own video too. I think I wrote that before, but this is about men's mental health, or illnesses, or sicknesses. You know, if y'all been keeping up with me. But yo, man, men need more fairness and equality and equity with society and females, and within the family structure with friends. Like, respect good men, yo. Because I know I needed it. And I know a lot of good brothers out there need that love too. From brothers, from females, their mothers, their fathers. Like, us men are human beings too, yo. There's a reason why we're everything. And we don't get the same. We don't get the empathy nor sympathy. We might as well just be an operation. Because all we do is get ran game on. We get rejected. We get overlooked. We get let down. We get heartbroken. We've been lied to, cheated on, backstabbed. No, our friends, a lot of fake friends. We see the decline of female culture. Not knowing if we could find a good woman anymore, because a lot of these females inspired by dot culture, a whole culture, making it seem like a good woman is very scarce and rare, because now females giving themselves out to the streets and for everybody. We don't know who a real friend is as a man, because a lot of men on bullshit, at least on my perspective, because I'm a spiritual guy, as you know, the heart and soul. I'm someone that's aware, and just there's a lot of shit that's fake, yo. Or I'm just growing up, a lot of things just being exposed to what it is. Like, you gotta dress and act like a certain way to attract people to you, men and women alike. You gotta get respect for being someone that you're not, which is a deep thing that goes to like childhood and teenage years, middle school to high school, because that's how it was for me and a lot of guys growing up. Whether for friends, respect, attention for girls, like, it's deep. A lot of things don't talk about, but I am, because I have to. So I have to vent, but I also got to bring awareness, man. But man, I hope I hope all this ties into mental, physical, spiritual, psychological, emotional health. Well, health and sickness and issues. Like I said, I'm not a doctor. I'm not no psychologist. I can't talk about the deep neurology. I'm a very conscious and aware and psychological guy. Yeah, I'm a good guy, but I can't name the specifics that a therapist or a psychologist can do. But I looked into my own things, and I just think about myself because I'm very self-conscious and self-aware. You know, universally and internally. And I could probably be the start of a lot of things, man. Maybe I talk to some psychologists, some doctors, some teachers, in the future as my journeys continue. So things with, talk to these females out here to make them understand and have females be better in their use for themselves and all this, also their futures while they could live their own lives, whatever. Talk to a lot of young brothers out here that struggle with mental, physical, psychological, emotional, spiritual illness. Because, man, it's real out here in these streets and it gets harder and harder. And a lot of people give up before they can even start. That was literally how my life was, growing up, where I grew up or whatever. A lot of people gave, I'm saying everything I grew up around, everyone I grew up around, people just gave up and don't even realize they gone, man. People just doing bad, brothers doing bad, hurting these females and having these females turn cold and evil and dot it out or whatever, or females letting themselves turn into that so they have an excuse. Or, a lot of good females just on the low. Social media, influences a lot. Radio, music. That also plays into the conditions of a man. But, anyway, it's probably going to be part one, maybe. I don't know. The video, it can be talked about forever. Everything I talk about in every video I make can be talked about forever. I could literally talk about it forever for myself personally, or for my homies, my Depicting, my fellow journeymen and women, my hearts and souls out there going against the shallow hollows of the world. It's just all about bringing awareness and thoughtfulness, mindfulness, consciousness, and realness and reality. You know what I mean? It's my platform, but, it's also using that as a way to bond and connect and just hopefully bring good things into the world. Because even though I've been through a lot and I grow older, at my core, I just always want to do the right thing and be a good person. You know what I mean? I don't know if I am a good person, truthfully, because, things are selfish with us men or human beings in general, but that's okay. Everyone's a little selfish, With me, it's like a selfish and selfless thing. And if you're sticking it out, watching this, thank you very much, because at least I know you're real and you really care about me. Well, if you're watching, I only got 10 subscribers. Thank you. But, but yo, man. Men's mental health. Men's psychological, emotional, spiritual, mental. I forgot what I said. Mental, physical, spiritual, psychological, emotional health. Us men need to be acknowledged for our humanity in our thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Because we have some. We have a lot. Females ain't the only ones. You're not less of a man for feeling what a female feels. Even though we all can be hypocrites. Because I know I'm a hypocrite with saying things. Oh, you act like a female. I said it to my boys. You act soft, act like a hoe. Female. We all got to learn. I'm learning every day. But it's all about just making things better for us, man. And hopefully I can do that with this video, because we desperately need it in this day and age of time. Men are hurting, yo. There's no real love, no unconditional love, no attention, no intimacy, no affection. No care, no respect, no loyalty, commitment, dedication, honest, vulnerability, openness, truth, understanding, acceptance, embrace, and a bunch of words. And we need it, bruh. And I'm talking to the males and females out there. Think about if your son was going through this, your cousin, your brother, everything I'm talking about, because you went through it. But yo, man, we gotta bring this awareness to this shit, yo. But yo, thank you for watching. It's time to wake up. It's time. But yo, Thomas the Prophet. I'll catch you in the next one. I love y'all. Let's do something about this men's mental health. Let's get the journeys continuing on. I love y'all. Have a good night, good morning, good day.